Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Boy, was it a crazy one in the House today as Trudeau almost got kicked out. Now, in the House, the Conservatives were putting forward the vote of no confidence motion. However, prior to that motion happening, they had the regular question period. Now, during this question period, if you didn't see it, about halfway through, Pierre decided to bring up the $9 million condo that was just purchased in New York on Billionaire Row. And he starts listing off all of the features that it has, like these big tubs, the copper fixtures, the $5,000 coffee machines. And he asked if Trudeau inspected this palace in the sky with his most recent trip to New York. And as Trudeau starts giving this little spiel about engaging with international diplomats and talking about what they need to do for Ukraine, the Speaker of the House stood up because it was getting a little bit loud. And one of the Conservative members said, "Is he engaging with them in the bathtub?" And this is actually what created this little snowball of Trudeau potentially getting kicked out, because he turned around when he stood back up and essentially called the whole Conservative caucus homophobic, which is actually a no-no. But what I want to show you is, as the Speaker of the House is addressing Trudeau and telling him to retract or withdraw his statement, the difference between what he did with Trudeau today and what he did with Pierre a few months ago when Pierre called him a wacko is crazy. And I'm going to show you the stark difference. I will be cutting out or fast forwarding through a lot of the silent parts, but just take a look at the time difference and the demeanor and everything.
The brand new lavish apartment that he bought his friend, the new consul general to New York. $9 million for his friend Tom Clark to have stunning powder room finished in jewel onyx, crystallo gold quartzite countertops, a handcrafted copper soaking tub, custom bronze bathroom fixtures, $5,000 coffee machine. Did the Prime Minister go and inspect this palace in the sky on his recent trip to New York?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, engaging with international leaders on fighting climate change, on solving global crises, on standing up unequivocally for Ukraine.
Colleagues, just as I said before, just as I said earlier, I would ask all members to please not take the floor unless they're recognized by the Speaker, so that we can hear the questions and we can hear the answers. The Right Honourable Prime Minister from the top, please.
Mr. Speaker, don't worry, on this side of the House, we're used to casual homophobic comments from the other side of the House. Mr. Speaker, what is it about the...
Colleagues, I heard comments that because it was not on microphone, I chose not to get up. I would ask, nonetheless, that we all treat each other with the presumption of honor and respect. And I'll ask the Prime Minister to please withdraw that comment and to start his comment again under the colleagues. I heard a comment, as I said, which I could not stand up because I did not know who said it. But we should be. But colleagues, I don't appreciate when we would tar the entire members with that concern. And I'm going to ask the honourable member, please, to withdraw that comment, start his question again, and let us presume the better natures of all members of Parliament here. The Right Honourable Prime Minister from the top.
Mr. Speaker, standing up to bullies requires us to call them out on their crap sometimes, and that's what I will do.
I'll invite the Prime Minister once again to rise on his feet. And thank you.
Mr. Speaker, I will happily withdraw my comment if the member who suggested that I was sharing a bathtub with Tom Clark stands up, takes responsibility for his...
As I had indicated to all colleagues here, I was not able to hear or track the source of that statement. And I'm just asking the Prime Minister to be the better person and to please just withdraw the comment and start his question again. The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I withdraw the comment about defecating. I certainly, using the word crap, I shouldn't use that. I know crap is unparliamentary, but I will also, Mr. Speaker, when someone says something that is clearly homophobic, not them, I'm not accusing them of homophobia, I'm saying they made a homophobic...
Flashback.
Mr. Speaker, don't worry, on this side of the House, we're used to casual homophobic comments from the other side of the House.
End of flashback.
I appreciate the Prime Minister withdrawing his comment, and the Chair accepts him withdrawing that comment. But as the Speaker had indicated, sometimes in this chair, and for those who have occupied this chair or who will occupy this chair will understand, it is a very difficult decision day to day. I heard a comment, I did not know who said it, and the Speaker chose, for the reputation of this House, for us to move on from that comment. I asked the Prime Minister to withdraw the comment. I appreciate you withdrawing the comment. The Prime Minister, please respond to the question that was asked by the...
And so as you see, that's what happened today in the House of Commons. And do I agree with what Garnet Genuous yelled out? No, not really. Was a little distasteful, not really necessary. Maybe he was trying to throw out a jab at how expensive this whole place was. Yet the Prime Minister was trying to justify it by saying this is meant for engagement. So he decided to say, what is he engaging with them in the bathtub? Maybe that's what he was trying to angle it at. But regardless, wasn't really necessary. But as you saw, Speaker of the House accepted Trudeau's withdrawal, even though he only withdrew a portion of it. He withdrew the section that he said crap in the House of Parliament, or House of Commons, I should say, which is not parliamentary. But he didn't address the whole homophobic thing, really. As you saw, he tried to backpedal, even though he just said that side of meaning the whole caucus over there, is homophobic. But now let's switch gears to when Pierre called Trudeau a wacko, And just look at the demeanor, the poise and everything from the Speaker of the House, Fergus, and how he handles the whole situation. Even when Pierre was doing what he asked, said he withdrew and then just replaced it with another word. As you saw with Trudeau, he didn't even retract it when he was asked to. He just continuously doubled down saying, I'm trying to defend people. But check it out for yourself.
Since the NDP has asked him to reverse course on his and formerly their radical policy, 22 British Columbians have died of drug overdoses. But he continues to allow those drugs to kill the people in our hospitals and on our public transit. When will we put an end to this wacko policy by this wacko Prime Minister?
No. That is not there are a couple of things which are going on here today, which is not acceptable. And I ask all members, please, to keep themselves, to control themselves. I'm going to ask two things. One, I'm going to ask the Honourable Leader of the Opposition to withdraw that term, which is not considered parliamentary.
Mr. Speaker, I replace wacko with extremist. He is an
The Honourable Member to please. I'm going to ask the Leader of the Opposition once again to just withdraw that comment, please. And I'll invite the Honourable Member. I'm going to ask the Honourable Leader of the Opposition to please withdraw that comment and simply withdraw that comment.
I'll replace it with radical leftist policy.
I am not asking to replace. I'm asking the Honourable Member to just simply withdraw.
Mr. Speaker, I replace the word wacko with extremist.
I'm going to ask the Honourable Leader of the Opposition one last time to please withdraw that comment and simply withdraw that comment.
I simply withdraw and replace with the aforementioned adjective.
Mr. Polyev, I have to name you for disregarding the authority of the chair. Pursuant to the authority granted to me by Standing Order 11, I order you to withdraw from the House and from any participation by video conference for the remainder of this day's sitting.
I mean, I get it. I know Fergus is a liberal, but seriously, buddy, like, you're the chair. You have to be nonpartisan in this whole situation. And you clearly were peddling to your leader of the party, because the whole debacle or back and forth you had with Trudeau there took almost 8-9 minutes, I think, to get resolved. Yet that time with Pierre there, that was like 3.5, if not 3 minutes before you kicked him out. And it's just honestly really gross kind of seeing this double standard happening. And as you heard, a lot of the Conservatives were telling Fergus, you set the bar. When you kicked out Pierre last time for making a comment like Trudeau's being a wacko, you set the bar, so you now need to follow that. And clearly he didn't, as Trudeau basically said that they were all homophobes on the Conservative side. But because it's his leader, Fergus is all calm and soft-spoken, and I really just need the Prime Minister to be the bigger man and just withdraw the comment, please. But with Pierre, he's like, no, withdraw it now. Like, stern and just like, no, I'm going to set the rules. You're going to follow them. But with Trudeau, he's like, yeah, you put me in a tough spot here, boss. You know, I'll do my best. It's just really gross to see. But as always, that's just my take on the whole situation. Let me know what you guys thought about this. And as always, I will catch you guys on the next one. Thanks so much.